his abilities to transform it into the resurrection stone. Cadmus used the stone to bring back a woman that died that he planned to marry. Cadmus brought her back, and she wasn't herself. The woman suffered while she was back in the world of the living. As a result, Cadmus committed suicide and hung himself so he could truly be with his lover. The stone was eventually fitted into a ring that was passed down as a family heirloom and eventually made its way from the Peverils to the Gaunts. The ring with the stone on it made its way to Marvolo Gaunt. Bob Ogden, a British wizard who worked for the Department of Magical Law Enforcement, came to visit the Gaunts because he had reason to believe Morfin used magic in front of the muggle. To Bob's surprise, he was greeted by knife and wand point from Morfin. Morfin fired a dark curse to Ogden, and Marvolo had to call him off. Marvolo served a 6-month sentence in Azkaban and died soon after. Morfin served 3 years. Morfin wore the ring after Marvolo's death. Tom Riddle came to the Gaunt shack seeking information. He killed his relatives in the shack and pocketed the ring. Tom Riddle wore the ring for a time, but then turned the ring into a Horcrux. At the time, Riddle hid the ring back in the Gaunt shack. Years later, Albus Dumbledore was able to track down and discover the ring. Albus realized the ring contained the Resurrection Stone, and longed to see his sister Ariana Dumbledore again. Dumbledore put the ring on, and the cursed Riddle put on the ring activated, and it shattered his life. Dumbledore had approximately 1 year to live. Dumbledore used Godric Gryffindor's sword to destroy the ring that was a Horcrux, and Dumbledore sealed the stone in the first snitch Harry Potter caught in a Quidditch match. After Albus Dumbledore's death, Harry Potter inherited the snitch containing the stone in his will. Albus placed charms on the snitch, and it would not open. The snitch contained the words, quote, "I open at the close," end quote. Harry decided that he would reveal himself to Voldemort and make the ultimate sacrifice. The snitch opened, and the Resurrection Stone was revealed. Harry was joined by the spirits of his deceased loved ones. It has been expressed the shades of spirits are more than ghosts, transparent. They produced a Patronus-like effect that shielded him from Dementors. Harry never had an intention of becoming a Master of Death. Harry dropped the stone in the forest after he was resurrected and made the ultimate sacrifice. "The thing that was hidden in the snitch," he began. "I dropped it in the forest. I don't know exactly where, but I'm not going to go looking for it again. Do you agree?" "My dear boy, I do," said Dumbledore, while his fellow pictures looked confused and curious. "A wise and courageous decision, but no less than I would have expected of you. Does anyone else know where it fell?" "No one," said Harry, and Dumbledore nodded his satisfaction. J.K. Rowling was in an interview and was asked if the stone would ever be found. Quote, "I think not. I imagined that it was squashed in the ground by centaurs, hoofs of the centaurs, dashed to the aid of Hogwarts fighters, and therefore became buried." A question I always get asked is death real? The tale of three brothers comes from the tales of Beedle and the Bard. When asked in an interview about the Beatles' stories, J.K. Rowling said, if his stories accurately reflect his opinions, he rather liked Muggles, whom he regarded as ignorant rather than malevolent. He